Hi there, my name's Michelle. I'm a teacher at the YMCA, and I am going to show you something called Single Whip. This is from a program that the YMCA offers called Moving for Better Balance, and the whole point of this program is to prevent falling and to help you stay more secure and confident on your feet. Single Whip is designed to help you think about how to step to the side, not just over to the side, but when you're facing forward, to be able to turn while you step in that direction. So, start facing forward, hips, shoulders facing forward, and by the end of this pose, you've turned your hips and your shoulders and your toes and your knees to the side. So your orientation changes with this pose, okay? And then we learn how to bring it back safely forward again. So this is practicing a lot of different little tiny subtle skills and balance shifts that will help you to safely step to turn in a different direction. So this way. And then to come back to face forward, okay? So being able to kind of pivot on your feet to understand how the weight shifts in order to get your body to go in a 90-degree turn, okay? All right, so the first thing we do with single whip is we place the arm out to the side with a soft bend in it, so it's nice and relaxed. You've got a nice floppy loose hand, okay? This actually takes your arm weight over there, and it's going to change your balance. If you try and stand on one foot with your arm down, it doesn't feel the same as if you try and stand on your foot with your arm out. And this gives you a little more leverage to lift up this foot and prepare it to step sideways, all right? So the first thing we're gonna practice is just softly putting this arm out to the side and seeing how that helps us to be able to balance on your standing leg, okay? Like this. So it kind of takes your weight from your center and it moves it over a little bit, over there. And that frees up the other leg so that you can lift it, okay? All right. So single whip starts with this. And then high knees, open your knee out to the side. Some of us may start by stepping at a diagonal and forward, but the eventual goal is to step horizontal over there, okay? So practice towards that goal. Make your whip, lift your knee, open your knee to the side, lift the toes. Do you see how my toes are lifted? So my heel is lower than my toes. And then I'm going to put my foot down. Now, I don't need to step very far. I actually want to step directly under my hips. I'm not stepping far, but this is about lifting the foot and the toes, opening out the hip, and then placing the foot pointing sideways, all right? In the meantime, we still have this arm going in sort of the opposite counterbalancing direction, okay? So here we are. Now, with this hand, I'm going to push my energy out and away from my body as I shift into this leg and bend my knee, okay? So, from the beginning, with feet underneath me, I'm going to counterbalance with this hand, lift my knee, turn it out to the side, heel first, and then as I lean into my toe, I press the energy away with my hand and shift my weight into the sideways leg, okay? Now, you'll notice that my orientation is turning. So now my hips, my shoulders, my gaze, this pushing arm, my knees, and my toes are all pointing to the side, or if I'm starting out and needing a little modification, they're pointing out to the diagonal. But we've got this change in orientation of the entire body going towards the place where the toes are pointed, okay? Let's try. try it again from the beginning. Hold the bell. Shift your weight into the standing leg and release this foot. Lift the knee. Lift the toes. Open out to the side. Place your heel down. And as you press your toes down, shift your weight into that foot. Good. Now, we're going to kind of rotate everything, okay? So we're going to turn so that the hips, the shoulders are facing the same direction as the toes, okay? This hand is out here, right? We've pushed. And now as you sit back on the other foot, you're going to gather what you just pushed away. Gather that energy back and use it to turn your toes, your hips, your shoulders to face front once again, okay? Bring your weight into this standing leg and hold the ball. So now we're prepared to place all the weight on this side, and so we can start again. Hold the bell on this side. Counterbalance out this way. All of that arm weight goes this way to help free up this leg to put all your weight into the standing leg. Bend your knee, lift your toes, open out to the side and prepare to push. Heels come down first. And then as you place your toes down, push and bend your knee. Very good. All right, so now we're gonna sit back. Oh, no, sorry. Now we're gonna shift hips, shoulders, torso, all to face where we're pushing, okay? So here we are. Also, this back foot, you might notice that it kind of comes around too, okay? So now we're facing the side where we've turned. Gather that energy back in as you sit back. Lift your toes. Keep your heel on the ground. We're lifting these toes. And then with this energy ball, imagining that there's a string attached to the toes, we're just going to scoop it all up and shift it forward again. So now we're kind of pigeon-toed. We're going to come straight, stand on this leg once again, hold the ball. So as you can see, there are a lot of very fine details in this form that can take many weeks to master. But if you understand them and continue to practice daily, this will really help you in that ability to step out into the side, to shift your weight while you're also turning your body, which is a really important skill when you're navigating crowded areas with lots of people, children running around, or a place where the ground is uneven. There are lots of situations where it can be very useful to be able to step not just forward, but also step to the side. So I hope that was informative and useful. Please ask me any questions if you don't understand a particular part of this and you want me to explain with more detail. I would love it if you would make a comment here on my video, and then I can make a follow-up video for you to have a little more clarity and detail. Please continue to practice, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.